We're so glad to have such a great crowd. My name is Lou Leonard, and I'm the field organizer for Eastern Oregon. I'm proud to say that our Eastern Oregon headquarters are right here in Pendleton. And I'm really happy that we have a great speaker and representative of Senator Obama here to talk to us today, and really more than that, to listen to you today. So I'd like to introduce Ray Wells, who will be introducing the governor. Ray, most of you probably know. She's been living in Pendleton for over 30 years, was a special education assistant at Pendleton High School for a long time, and currently is the chair of the Umatilla County Democratic Women. So, Ray, thanks for
Visiting with us today is Governor Ray Mabus. He was born in Starksville, Mississippi, but grew up in Ackerman, a town of less than 1,700 people, where his father owned a local hardware store. Governor Mabus attended public schools, graduating from University of Mississippi before receiving his law degree from Harvard Law School. He also served in the United States Navy aboard the USS Little Rock. Governor Mabus was elected state auditor in 1984, where he undertook an aggressive anti-corruption campaign against local government officials, resulting in millions of dollars of stolen public money being returned, along with criminal convictions for the offenders. Ray Mabus was elected governor of Mississippi in 1988. As governor, he focused on education reform and economic development. In the mid-1990s, Governor Mabus served as United States Ambassador to Saudi Arabia. While in Saudi Arabia, he opened up new markets for United States companies, handled a border crisis with Yemen, and faced a terrorist attack. Currently, he is active with several corporate boards and community activities, primarily focusing on education. He founded the Help and Hope Foundation, which works to meet the needs of children affected by Hurricane Katrina. Governor Mabus has been awarded the United States Department of Defense Distinguished Public Service Award, the United States Army's Distinguished Civilian Service Award, the Martin Luther King Social Responsibility Award from the King Center in Atlanta, and the National Wildlife Federation Conservation Achievement Award. While serving as governor of Mississippi, Governor Mabus passed BEST, Better Education for Success Tomorrow, one of the most comprehensive education reform programs in America. Personally, I'm impressed by Governor Mabus's dedication to education. I am a product of inadequate inner-city schools where my educational dreams were squelched. My children's dreams, however, were encouraged by their teachers in the Pendleton public school system. Governor Mabus grew up attending public schools in Ackerman, Mississippi. As governor of Mississippi, he was creative and dedicated to public education, for which Fortune magazine named him one of the top 10 education governors. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Governor Ray Mabus, an early Barack Obama supporter who recognizes the importance of a quality, dream-building education for all. Governor Ray Mabus.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Glad. We got Ray and Elray.
Great names.
Great name. That's right. Thank y'all. What a great crowd. Thank you so much for coming out on a really pretty Monday. We drove in from Portland this morning, and the weather here is just better. I'd forgotten what color the sky was. We've been in Portland for about 3 days. And but I want want to tell you how much I appreciate, how much Senator Obama appreciates y'all being willing to come out. And I'm going to talk for just a few minutes and then answer any questions or comments or concerns that you might have. I'm going to start out with a story. I think my count is right. I think Oregon is the 18th state I've been to for Barack Obama. And I was in Georgia back in February, right before their primary. I was in Macon, Georgia. And a local volunteer, like Elray, was asked to introduce me. And the campaign sent her some information. She got up and she said, yeah, I was asked to introduce this guy. And I was looking at the information that they sent me, and it said that this guy was the former governor of Mississippi. She said, I knew that had to be wrong. The governor of Mississippi wouldn't go anywhere for Barack Obama. A white guy from the Deep South is just not going to show up for somebody named Barack Obama. Well, here I am. Speaks a lot to the breadth and the depth of the support that Barack Obama's got around this country. That this many people will turn out in Pendleton, Oregon, and that 61% of Mississippians voted for Barack Obama on March 11th. And so you can see just how strong this appeal is. And by the way, before we have two people from Mississippi here, the Keys, where are they? There they are. From Sardis, Mississippi. I went to school at Ole Miss, which is about 20 miles from Sardis. Spent a lot of time in Sardis because they got a big lake in Sardis. Probably when I should have been back at Ole Miss studying, but we won't go into that today. I want to tell you why I endorsed Barack Obama, and I did it 13 months ago, in April of 2007. And I did it for two main reasons. One was that I am sick of losing presidential races. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of losing it the way we lose it in Mississippi. Because Mississippi has voted Democratic for president exactly once in 50 years. We voted Democratic for president in 56, again in 76, and that's been it. And I think with Barack Obama at the top of the ticket, you're going to see a lot of states that have not been competitive, a lot of states like Mississippi, which are suddenly going to be back in play. I told you about the percentage that Senator Obama got in Mississippi on March 11th. Well, the day before that election, our Republican Secretary of State estimated that there would be between 125,000 and 150,000 total votes in both primaries, Republican and Democratic primaries, the next day. Well, the next day, 425,000 Democrats voted. 425,000, which is more votes than John Kerry got 4 years ago in the state. And that's the excitement that's there. That's bringing in the new voters, the younger voters, voters who have given up, voters who have become too cynical about our process, voters who just don't think anything's going to happen in Washington. And so far in this election season, we have had 48 elections. 48 elections. Every single one of them has set a record. Every single one has set a record in terms of turnout, and that's Barack Obama. That's the excitement he generates. You've got more than 100,000 new voters registered in Oregon this year for this primary, so that we're having people all over this country who are responding to this message of hope, this message of change, this message that we can do things in this country.